But outside of that, it's been a really quiet spring for severe weather here in Central Florida, and the headline has been drought. Thank you for joining us, by the way. I'm Noah Bergman and Laurel. We're on YouTube, Facebook, our Fox Local stream. You can get the new app on your phone and smart device, and we are also on our website. And we are in a temporary setup because we're undergoing some extreme home makeover TV studio edition, which is very exciting.
It is
going
exciting.
into the summer, and hopefully by you're going to say for me to be the bearer of good news, not doing the room for once, but hopefully by time if we do get a hurricane, we'll be all glitzed out and glammed into the new digs.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's really exciting stuff coming in, but we have to kind of be comfy in this temporary scenario.
I actually like it.
It is fun.
Yes.
It's a cute little home.
Except I'm probably the worst on the team, and she's probably the best, and I'm the worst. And Jess is probably closer to her, and Brooks and I are definitely neck and neck, but I'm definitely last. We talk with our hands a lot, and clearly I'm going to have to stop talking with my hands. Oh, it already is locked.
Oh, it's locked? Okay,
yes,
we're good.
Yes. I'm always the last person to get out into this.
And stress me
I have
out.
more of an excuse now, see, because we're across the hall from the studio, so maybe I'll get a longer leash from some people now.
I don't get it.
Maybe not.
I'm always going by the mentality of 15 minutes early for everything, 5 minutes early for everything.
Yeah.
I can't be a 2-second early person.
That's
even
not two.
On time is late for me, personally.
That's a good way to be.
If anyone else is like that, definitely give me a little bit of support here.
And that's why Laurel's the superstar and I am not. Hello, Seth. How are you doing? Good. How are you?
Yeah, so we are live on Facebook. We are live on Fox Local, which is really exciting. We are live on YouTube as well. So, yeah, we are pretty much across the board. So, as we're starting to get in on this and trying this little bit of new thing that we're starting here. I do too.
So, what we're going to keep... I tell you what, Laurel, let's stay together here for a second. We can both talk through some of these for a few minutes. You made this earlier this afternoon, and the big story, obviously, is drought and the lack of rain. And, as you look in that bottom box on the left, there's not even a cloud out there. I mean, we're dry as a bone.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Gorgeous sunset out there at the moment.
And I think I can actually pull it up and show you. I'll just see if I can get you a sunset view here, which this is what NACITS, not a cloud in the sky, NACITS.
That's a new one.
I just pulled that out of thin air. Glenn says, I am waiting for my first hurricane. Just moved to Deltona. Can't wait to experience my first hurricane. This is going to be so fun.
You can't wait to experience your first hurricane.
Fun is the operative word there.
What? Oof.
Elaine Tovet says, I'm like that, Laurel.
Yes, I do. And hi, Elizabeth from the Villages.
You know that person?
Yes, I do. So that's my aunt.
Oh, hi. Hi, Laurel's aunt. Nice to meet you. Hi, Mom. I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you for watching.
I know it's Mom.
She's texting me. So, yeah, it's really nice outside right now. I mean, you can't ask for anything better. That's the view from Ocala tonight. It's going to be a lovely sunset, a little bit of an east wind. There's the view from our radar tower, which is getting a nice welcomed break right now. And, there's not really much to say in terms of the clouds, and it's going to stay pretty quiet for as far out as we can tell. So temperatures right now are beautiful. I mean, we're in the 70s to 80s. Rain chances, Laurel, over the next few days are going to remain pretty close to zero, and in fact, they are zero through the weekend. But speaking of the weekend, we've got, for some of us, a lot of decorating to do because it's Easter.
It's a little crazy. I can't believe we're already in the back half of April. I feel like April and March went by so quick.
Oh, yeah.
So quick. And Easter being, late this year?
Is it? Maybe, a week, maybe?
Something like that.
By a week, maybe. But I don't know what your favorite part of Easter was, obviously, if it's a holiday you celebrate. But I remember my mom used to put the... she would probably, I don't know what time she got up, but it'd be shocking to you, I used to be a morning person when I was a kid, but she would put the white outlines of the bunny rabbit, to the steps of the door, then out into the driveway in the yard.
That's cute.
Yeah, she did that for many years. I think it stopped at some point, and then we would have the Easter egg hunt in the afternoon.
I love my mom for this.
Yeah.
I still get an Easter basket, so thanks, Mom. Love you
Well,
so
you
much.
still get an Easter basket?
Yes, of course. Everyone deserves an Easter basket.
The heck, Mom?
But
I haven't got an Easter basket in years.
Oh, no, I got a cute little thing
What
of
you do?
candy.
Send it from home?
So my mom actually came down a couple
Oh, so she
weekends
gave it to
ago,
you then. Oh,
and
okay.
so I got a little bit of an early Easter basket. So I was okay with
very
that.
nice. Well,
Everyone deserves an Easter basket.
Well, I feel left out then. Now. This stinks.
Sorry, Noah's mom.
Edna says, glad to join you two, watching you two on Channel 51 from Chiefland.
Oh, wow, far out.
Edna says it's nice in Chiefland. Yeah, that's an area that you deserve nice weather because Chiefland, I feel like, that area to Perry has been like the hurricane magnet the last, 5 seasons.
Yeah, and who was saying a little bit earlier that they're looking forward to their first hurricane?
Oh, yeah, whoever said that, that's not something we look forward to. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Sandra. When are you going to pour on rains? Sandra, that's a good question, and let's talk some graphics with that. This is the pattern, some more nuts and bolts mapping through June, and wherever you see red on there is below average, and blue is above. The point is, look over Florida in the southeast. Look at all that dry relative to average. I mean, this is as dry of a signal as I've ever seen for the southeast all the way into early June. Here is the rain forecast heading into early May. This right now is the European model, which you can notice it's pretty remarkable how there's no rain over Florida in the southeast. And in fact, it's crazy. There's just nothing from South Georgia to Florida to South Carolina. And if you look here, I'll turn off this high and the circulating. I mean, just look at that cutout. There's nothing. There's zero. I mean, I don't know the last time I've seen this like this over Florida. Not this pronounced. Let me turn this off. And so this is the Euro model, rain through June 1st. There you see this cutout of that. That's just high pressure that sits over Florida, and what that does is creates a funnel effect of more severe weather and storms in the heartland, the Midwest, from Texas to Illinois and Missouri, also up from Pennsylvania to Ohio and Indiana. So very, very active up here, and very, very dry down here. And in fact, even for these places, it's remarkable. Look at the rain in the Euro from Missouri, central Missouri, 9 inches. Outside of St. Louis, 7 in western Illinois, western PA, 5, Columbus, Ohio, 5, North Texas, 6. Then look at Florida, 0. I mean, we talked. I feel like I've been mentioning this, and our people at work are probably sick of hearing me mention this. I've mentioned this I don't know how many times. I feel like we've been saying this for months, but it's going to be a bad fire season. It's going to be a bad fire season. Well, here we are. We've had several already, and if this is correct, I mean, we're probably going to have, several headline-making days of fires that threaten neighborhoods and things in Florida because this is exceptionally dry pattern to be going forward in. And tonight, there's not really a lot going on. I mean, if you look across America, there's really not much other than the high plains, and even that is not that major. By the way, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on our Fox Local platform. Let me look at some of the comments on our YouTube page. What's up, Jaden? You're in Florida. Where are the wildfires, Bianca? I tell you what, the outstanding Laurel Blanchard will talk to you about that in a few minutes because she actually has a graphic on that. So I'll let her cue that up and we'll put that in my system when we take a quick break. So where the wildfires are, we'll have her tell you that. Could these fires cancel fireworks celebrations? Edgar, yes. That is actually a great point. That happens often, especially and I don't think this will last into July 4th, but certainly that's something to keep an eye out for. Joseph, about the shootings, yeah, it's really sad news today. We've had coverage on it on Fox 35. We will more today later. Our Marie Ettinger's up there. Just a horrible day of news for sure across the state, and we're thinking of those people in the FSU community. For people making a trip from Orlando to Tampa, Zappy Redstone. Zappy, you're asking about the drought. Let me show you the stages of drought. We'll go out of order here. We'll do a little ad lib here. You asked about the stages of drought. So here is the drought monitor, and here is the current rain departures below average. And notice we're at about 8 to 9 inches below average from Orlando to Daytona Beach, 6 in Melbourne, 3 in Tampa. So this is the amount of rain needed to break out of drought. And what the levels of drought mean is this. It goes 1 to 5, or dry to exceptional, and we're in this severe, moderate to severe drought now, which is harming crops, and there can be some water shortages, but we haven't seen that yet. For us to really get headline making, it's impacting you and I, the layman, on a daily basis. You need to be in extreme drought. That's when wells dry up, retaining ponds are empty everywhere. Water shortages, in local municipalities and cities will start putting limits on water use and consumption. You really got to get into those higher end levels of drought. We're not quite there yet. So in terms of, a day-to-day impact, if you're near a susceptible area of forest and tightly packed vegetation, the fire threat is high. But in terms of day-to-day impact, we're still probably several weeks of this away, which looks like it may get to that point. But of there being water shortages in your county, and there being crops that get completely taken out. Last time Orange County and Orlando was in extreme drought was 2017. So it's been several years since we've had this level of drought, if it does in fact continue. But again, we shall see. That's going to be something we monitor going forward. I'm from California, moved to Kissimmee. Oh, Nicole, I've seen you on my Facebook many times. It reminds me so much of living in Cali. Yeah, it's a great point. Florida does have a documented dry season, and this is it. As you see the sunset below me here, it's just a beautiful evening. But some years it's bad, some years it's not. It just depends on La Nina, El Nino, and there's other variability factors. But looking at 20 years back, Miami would be the target this year. Sandra, I don't know about that, but definitely there's a drought for hurricanes in South Florida. But look at our YouTube. When will the rainy season start? Douglas Gatrell. Appreciate y'all on our YouTube. Douglas, when will the rainy season start? Sometimes, Douglas, the rainy season starts now. Sometimes, Douglas, it starts, mid-June. So it really does depend when those daily storm chances start. But right now, this year, it looks like it's going to be a later than average start, and the average is probably mid-May. So it might be well into June till we get those daily heavy downpours. It's going to be raining for next Sunday, Monday. I don't see a lot of rain anytime soon. Would you need to maybe showers? Mud puddle panda. Yes, that is correct. It never ceases to amaze me the names online for things. But those of you all on YouTube, appreciate you. But tonight in your national weather news, and I'm going to take a quick break here in a second, I will show you what's cooking. So give me a second. There's the big picture. Notice there's nothing over Florida, nothing over the southeast. There's some snow out here in Montana, and then also I believe that would be Wyoming and western South Dakota. But the big story tonight for severe weather nationally is severe thunderstorm watch, this box here from Minneapolis down towards Sioux City. And then in the Omaha area, some gnarly thunderstorms. And in fact, I had our weather vendor load the radar in from here, which, hey, look at that, it made it. So this is the high-res radar from Omaha, and that is actually an extremely rare, destructive severe thunderstorm warning, which means that there is either 80-mile-an-hour winds or higher and or baseball-sized hail, and that's in the northern side of Omaha. If you remember last spring, Omaha got hammered. It's actually had a huge migration increase. A lot of people have moved to this area in recent years. They had epic tornadoes last spring. Unfortunately, it was a deadly spring. We'll see if this spring follows suit, but nasty storm there, nasty storm down here, south end of Omaha. And remember when we had our hail last week in Gainesville, anytime you see this black on the radar, that indicates hail, because to get that level on the velocity in the radar data, you got to have huge hail. And I'll put this on here and you can see, yeah, I mean, look at the hail diameter on this. I mean, goodness. This is going to be monstrous. 3.5 inch diameter hail, that's softball sized hail. You see up here west of Omaha, near Blair. Put this on there. Yeah, 2 to 3 inch. Yeah, so this is some monster hail for sure. But yeah, those are the big weather watches of the night. Is outside of that in the Dakotas, things are pretty calm and quiet. So I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back in 2 minutes, meteorologist Laurel Blanchard is going to take you through some more on the drought, and we'll talk some more weather with you. So stay with us here on Facebook, YouTube, and our Fox Local stream. We will be right back for you here, coming up in about 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Oh no. There we go. Hold on. Quick check. There we go.
Yeah, you're back now.
There we go. Sorry, our mic died real quick. So reverse if we missed that. So right now we're looking at all the active fires in across the region. And you can see all of these little red dots that we have here. These are current active fires across the region. We can see one active fire in Kissimmee, one in Brevard, one in northern Orange County, and then we can see all of this smoke continuing to make its way in across the region. So if you're in the Gainesville area, it might be a little bit on the hazy and smoky side as we head through tomorrow morning. So talking a little bit more about that drought, we can see areas especially across, especially from Daytona Beach, we're going to be seeing a lot of that drought continuing to form, and we can see that right here. These are all the rain deficits of what we're seeing across the region right now, and it is significant. We are seeing well below average, and normally in the summer we kind of make it up a little bit with those daily thunderstorms in the wet season. Unfortunately though, it is dry, and that's exactly how it's going to stay.
Yeah, you're good now. There you guys go.
So there's the 7-day for you. We're going to leave you here coming up in about a minute or so. Actually, probably less than a minute. We appreciate you watching. We're going to work out these kinks for you and get things squared away. There's no rain coming probably anytime soon. I don't know if y'all can hear us, but if you can, thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I'll